accelerate. I'm not going. I'm not going.
Local nan-up drivers are cautious and laid back, and we take it easy around here.
I was nearly in an accident once. I wasn't really paying attention to where I was actually driving. I nearly drove off the side of a bridge.
The attention-powered car is in Nan-Up. Love that name. And we're here to take a look at some truths and myths around local drivers, how they feel about other drivers on the road, and how they drive themselves.
The main thing I hear is I only looked away for a second. I just went to pick this up, I just went to change a CD. I think the misconception is, well, with tourists, that they don't know the road, but I would say the majority of accidents I've been to have been locals.
I was captain of the fire brigade in Mount Magnet. I know I picked dead people up, body bagged them. You try and drive along a straight stretch of road and concentrate from the start to the end of a long stretch, and you can't do it. We had ones like a person passing a cup of coffee to a passenger in the back of a van, rolled over and killed himself, and that happened to be a fellow who survived D-Day, but he got killed just having a cup of coffee handed to him. So
I actually think it's a really interesting concept to be able to have a car that actually slows down and does whatever it does when you're not paying attention. It's really interesting.
Nat's a local. She drives from Nan-Up to Perth and Pemberton regularly, so she's pretty familiar with the roads.
I think we're good drivers and attentive drivers. We've got to contend with kangaroos and emus and log trucks.
So of the accidents that happen around Nan-Up, who do you reckon is involved and who might be at fault?
It's usually tourists, and it's usually they don't know the roads at all.
Let's put Nat's local attentiveness to the test.
Oh my God.
You drive this road all the time. You're so used to the road that you're not paying attention to it.
I am. I'm driving. Oh my God.
Oh, this is embarrassing. You're driving like a
It won't
tourist.
go.
That's because you're having an intended moment.
I'm driving on the road.
Did you imagine you'd have this much inattention?
No way. No.
The road we just did, yourself, a local, or a tourist, who would have more inattentive moments?
Well, it's looking like a local.
But it's not just experienced locals on these roads. Paris is a local P-plater. She doesn't know the roads as well as Nat, so how will her attention levels compare?
So I've only had my licence for about 4 months now. I do think I am attentive. I would say that I am a attentive driver. I do listen to my music really loud, so that might affect me.
It's fine, green all the way.
Woo!
You lost attention immediately. Another phone call, popular today.
No, being good.
Oh,
Being good.
no you're not, you just lost attention.
Damn it! Damn it! It's like perfect timing. I think, personally now, I'll just turn off my phone while driving. I just won't have it on. Just how often I got distracted by it, that's something that I'd definitely change. But I mean, I was really happy that I don't get distracted by my music. I'm really glad because I did think I was a good driver, so I'm just glad to know that that's backed up and that I do pay attention most of the time.
Halfway through the road trip and we're starting to see some consistencies, like boredom, physical distractions, being overly familiar with the roads. But what's also becoming clear is that everyone has their own individual triggers for an attention. In the next episode, we'll meet some people who drive for a living to see how they fare.